A lot of people appreciate the fact that I'm not too keen on high-dollar ukuleles. People frequently tell me, "I'm so glad you tell us about inexpensive but good ukuleles." And that's really what my channel is all about. That is my mission, to tell people about good quality ukuleles that can be purchased for under $100. You do not have to spend $2,000. You don't have to spend $1,000, $3,000, or $500 for a good ukulele. And a fella from Hawaii wrote me back on one of my Facebook postings and said, good ukuleles start at $1,500. Okay, my friends, you all go out and buy your $1,500 ukulele and see how far that gets you. That'll get you a $1,500 ukulele that will not play much better than the ones that you have now, and certainly not much better than the ones that I tell you about that cost less than $100. I learned that lesson the hard way. It all goes back to a day about the year 2006. I suffered a severe back injury at that time, doing yoga of all things. And I didn't know if I'd ever be able to walk again. I finally got on the treadmill, and sure enough, after a few months, I could walk. So I went down to the country club and signed up for golf. I bought a membership, which meant I could play golf every day, and I did. Now, I had been a good golfer when I was a kid, and several times throughout my life I had retaken up golf. So I was a pretty good golfer. But at this point in my life, I had more money than I had brains. So I got me an expensive set of golf clubs while I was still relearning the game, so to speak. And so I had a good set of golf clubs, but just for the heck of it, I saw this highly publicized driver on eBay that cost me a couple of $100. So I took that out to the course. And I was showing it around to the guys on the tee. Since I was a member, I started to know some folks. And there was a youngster, about 15. And I knew he was a pretty good golfer. And he said, "Can I try it?" So he takes my driver, my expensive driver, and crushes the ball down the fairway. Now, it's probably only 150 yards, I don't remember, but it looked good. The kid was only about that tall. I said, "Yeah, look at my driver go." And then everybody said, "Okay, Davis, let's see you do it." And I got up there, and I swang, and my ball went doom, 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 doom. Hardly got off the tee, maybe 25 yards. I'd say that's one of the more embarrassing episodes of my life. I'll never live that down. And since then, I have been very careful not to buy equipment that is better than my game. Someone said, Jake so-and-so, whatever his name is, the great ukulele player, has a custom-made blah 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 ukulele. Well, that's great. I bet he didn't start with a custom-made blah 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 ukulele. It was probably a while before he acquired that. So when you get as good as Jake, you can have whatever ukulele you want. But until then, why don't you learn from my experience and don't make a fool of yourself and buy a high-dollar ukulele. Good ukuleles start at $41 as far as I'm concerned, or maybe even a little less than that if you get a special deal on Amazon. Great ukuleles start at about $75. And anything you want to spend above that, if you don't know how to play, or you're only a mediocre or beginner, or even a player that's played a few years but hasn't really achieved great prominence with ukulele, you are a dummy if you spend $300 or $400 on a ukulele. And I'm speaking from my experience, and I would call my own self a dummy if I ever pull some trick like that again. I've done it too many times in the past, and if you don't learn from my experience, you're just going to have to suffer exactly the same way I did. Thanks for watching.